Hello developers, welcome back to Stone Stack. In this MCP series, so far we have explored how the MCP server helps us retrieving the data from our APIs using various tools. But today we are unblocking another powerful use case, that is posting data back to your web API through the MCP and GitHub Copilot. Now we are going full throttle into the post methods. Alright, first let's switch to our WebAPI project. So I'm going to add a new HTTP post endpoint and it is designed to accept an employee object. Let's accept the IntelliSense code, and here you will notice we are adding the employee object received from the body into the existing employee object which we have created at the class level. This is a list of employee, and to validate the post request, I am including a console log. So whenever this endpoint is hit, it prints the employee detail directly into the output log. So let's now build and run the API and test if it is running. So go to the Chrome browser and just paste this URL. Yes, it is up and running perfectly. Now jumping over to the MCP server setup. So here is the existing configuration for this MCP server, and here are the tools which we have created in the previous session. Now we will again add a new tool which we will be using to add our employees. So I am giving it as a name as AddEmployee. Here I have again used the IntelliSense suggested code, and I will update this code as per my API. So I will update position to the department, and then also I will add the email address for this employee in this MCP server tool. Let's update the variables and update the code. So now all done. The next step will be to build the project. So for building this project, I am opening the terminal and providing the .NET build command. Once all this is done, we need to enable the agent mode in the GitHub Copilot. This activates the server and makes it visible inside the Copilot command palette, which is a great way to ensure your MCP server is responding properly. Now let's test it. I asked Copilot to list all the available tools. Our new tool is missing from the list. After a quick check, I realized the mistake. I forgot to add the MCPServerTool attribute to the method in the MCPServerTool class. So this attribute is essential. Without it, MCP doesn't register your method as a usable tool. So let's go ahead and add that and again build and start the server. Now our AddEmployee tool is also listed here. It's time to test it live. So I prompt Copilot to add a new employee, Stoner. As soon as I hit the send button, it confirms the action and asks for my permission before posting the data. Switching back to the web API console. So here you will see the employee data is received because it is printed into the console. But notice the ID is not set. So let's fix that. I will update the employee tool to receive the identifier as ID, and I have also updated the employee object which is need to be posted with our HTTP client. Rebuild the MCP server and start it, and now I have asked to add a new employee into the developer department. So now MCP should fetch the existing IDs and create a new ID. So here ID is 7. Let's move to the API code, and here if you will see we are having employee till employee ID 6. For creating the input for the post request, it utilizes the get endpoint which we have created in our last video. So for today that's all. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe and share the content. Thank you.